The Democrats have become an anti-Israel party. They've become an anti-Jewish party. I thought yesterday's vote by the House was disgraceful.
Nancy Pelosi had struggled to contain the fallout from comments made by the freshman lawmaker Democrat Ilhan Omar.
I want to talk about the political influence in this country that says it is okay for people to push for allegiance to a foreign country.
She said things about Jews buying friends and influence on Israeli issues.
Israel has hypnotized the world, and saying U.S. politicians support Israel because it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Going to apologize?
But I do not believe that she understood the full weight of the words.
She comes from a different culture. She has things to learn.
I think she has a different experience in the use of words, doesn't understand that some of them are fraught with meaning that she didn't realize.
That being said, I do believe that it is fair for us to engage in a real conversation and debate around special interests, influence on U.S. foreign policy. I think it is appropriate for the Congress and for a member of Congress to talk about foreign policy in the U.S. relationship with other countries.
Democrats have become an anti-Israel party. They've become an anti-Jewish party. And I thought that vote was a disgrace. And so does everybody else. If you get an honest answer. If you get an honest answer from politicians, they thought it was a disgrace.
Never wait for an invitation or ask permission to step into your power.
I don't just want a seat at the table. I want the best seat at the table.
Mr. Adams, in 1991, you pleaded guilty to 2 counts of withholding information from Congress regarding your involvement in the Iran-Contra affair, for which you were later pardoned by President George H.W. Bush. I fail to understand why members of this committee or the American people should find any testimony that you give today to be truthful.
If I could respond to that.
It wasn't a question.
That
was not a question. That was I reserve the right to my time.
It is not right.
That was not a question.
This committee can attack
on February 8th,
who is not permitted to reply.
That was not a question. Thank you for your participation. On February 8th, 1982, you testified before the Senate Foreign Relations Committee about U.S. policy in El Salvador. In that hearing, you dismissed as communist propaganda report about the massacre of El Mozote, in which more than 800 civilians, including children as young as 2 years old, were brutally murdered by U.S.-trained troops. During that massacre, some of those troops bragged about raping a 12-year-old girl before they killed them. You later said that the U.S. policy in El Salvador was a fabulous achievement. Yes or no, do you still think so?
From the day that President Duarte was elected in a free election to this day, El Salvador has been a democracy. That's a fabulous achievement.
Yes or no, do you think that massacre was a fabulous achievement that happened under our watch?
That is a ridiculous question, and I
yes or no?
No.
I will
Sorry, Mr.
I will
Chairman,
take that as a yes.